Calvin Ford leads a once-in-a-lifetime fighter on his march to boxing immortality. Calvin grew up in Baltimore, in the Poe Homes and Lexington Terrace. At age 13, he began spending time in the streets controlled by Petey Dixon.
Well, when I first met Petey, he gave me a whole shopping bag full of money. And I didn't know it was money because I never looked in it. And then one day I was sitting out on the front steps, and he said to me, "Shorty, ain't you one I got that bag too?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Did you look at it?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Where's that?" I said, "I got it." So I went and got it. And look, he looked at it and he said, "Damn, it still look the same."
The whole time you never looked in it?
I never looked in the bag. He went in the bag and gave me a wad of money. And then he told everybody that was everybody. He said, "Yo, that's my little youngin' right there. Look out for him. Life change."
In the mid-'80s, after Petey died, after Kingpin Melvin Williams went to jail, Warren Bordley built his own drug distribution empire. His gang stuck to one principle.
Don't cross them. Simple, that was it. One principle sums all of it up. You know, if something that you say you was gonna do or you were supposed to do, just do it.
Bordley made Calvin his lieutenant.
Money, that's all I wanted to deal with, money. Nothing else, how the money move, how to get the money, that's it, nothing else. My thing was, I wasn't like an enforcer. The difference between me and if you mess with my business, then you mess with me. I deal with you.
Reggie Gross, professional boxer and member of Bordley's organization, was convicted for 3 murders in 1986. A joint state and federal investigation ensued. Bordley would plead guilty to racketeering charges and was sentenced to 46 years in federal prison. Ford was convicted on racketeering and conspiracy charges and served 10 years in federal prison. While incarcerated, Calvin became close with Reggie Gross, learning the basics of boxing from the former pro. Ford's education continued under another mentor.
I didn't really take it seriously until I met the guy when I was in the Fed. He's from the Dominican Republic. Old man, I can't remember his name. I hope one day that I bump into him or somebody remember him. But he the one that actually showed me a lot of stuff that I'm doing today in boxing.
In 2001, Baltimore City launched a boxing program for kids at Herring Run Recreation Center. Ford volunteered. The gym moved to Upton in 2005 and hired Calvin to coach. Gervonta Tank Davis grew up in Baltimore's Upton neighborhood, 1 mile north of the Poe Homes. Calvin's son Quadir and Mac Allison were Gervonta's first trainers.
The whole time my son was telling me about Tank, you know, and then my son, he wanted to go back to Jersey, and he made a comment. We was somewhere up DC, and he sit there and say, "Man, you'll make a good role model for Gervonta." And ever since then, it was just like my son was just telling me, "I'm not gonna be here. Put Shorty up under your wing."
Gervonta compiled a 206-15 amateur record and won the 2012 National Golden Gloves at 123 pounds.
The Lord Tank, man, I seen him walk through a whole team.
Gervonta went pro in 2013. He is 15-0 with 14 knockouts and under contract with Mayweather Promotions.
Now you hear stories about Mike Tyson and few fighters come every 10 years. I truly believe he's one of them fighters.
Calvin Ford, now head boxing coach at Upton, is confident Gervonta and the next wave coming up behind him will be world champions.
Because the fire. Everybody don't understand the struggle that I've been through, the struggle that he been through, the struggle that some of the fighters been through. And when y'all have the same struggle and the same cause, you're gonna see some fireworks.